Hi everyone. I have a flow today of truth because I am here as a soul to we're all here as souls to live at our highest potential, and mine is of clarity and truth. I didn't actually come to earth for any other reason but to follow through on a path that was going to lead to this shift that we're all in, which is bringing to a head and a halt anything we haven't faced that we know has got our attention, and we're called to go the truth route about it. So if it's got to do it, it will always have to do with other people. And it's in every layer of our lives, our society, our environments, our relationships, those things that we've continued to live out of alignment with, like knowing honesty would help something, or helping someone would help a situation that you're involved in, but you hold off. Seeing how you could assist something, but perhaps choose not to. What else? Knowing better routes that would affect many, but ignoring them and believing that taking care of self is more important. Knowing you have the funds to assist something, but will turn a blind eye and think better to keep those funds limited access to others. Like, you can assist, like, those that have wealth on this planet could assist, but no, there's that choice point, like we hear being spoken about with 3i Atlas, where I see Atlas as part of the stabilization of the higher energy entrance for our shift, us meeting it in truth. So in love available for everyone, no fight for limitations, we can have more, they should have less. It's our rise in consciousness that there is enough for everyone, and there has been lower vibrations trying to take effect, but yet we all come from the stars and we are being reminded of that. So the stabilization is occurring. We can see it happening. We know it's been happening in our lives. There's been an unfair balance where there doesn't need to be. Due to consciousness use on the planet. So I easily maintain and uphold the energy level, field, and awareness, and like to remind people that that's who we all are. Simply, quite simply, that's it. And in that truth of all that we are, it's universal intelligence. So that's more layering through our fields of awareness that it is intelligence taking care of us. Yes, we do have challenges. Yes, they feel unfair, but that's the soul experience. You can't get away from that. You joined Earth to have those experiences. Do not take them out on others, or do not become separately intent on superiority and inferiority, because these opposites will just create more separation and not the truthful highest intent. So the 3i Atlas awareness is about this space occurring with the truth aspect coming more into our focus and less of the old vibrations of separation. And it really is an ease and flow awareness. And coming out of that and into that ease and flow awareness, the higher chakra consciousness, which is of light and easily receive more information, those that is coming to a head with who don't want to believe in that ease and flow as though it's part of them, supporting them, etc., that's where the incongruence and battle is occurring as they shift more into the truth of this stabilization. Yeah, so I mainly wanted to share that. We can smile, we're supported by the light. So I pretty much just want to share that. Just for that reminder that we need to take a look at where we might not be operating at our highest and best intent because we're in a struggle with lower vibrations in believing in them. That we have to operate to bring to us what we need. We have to operate lower. We have to, behind the scenes, not have the highest intent for people. And that's where we think there's power. That's not being supported anymore. And we've all had that intelligence in downloads coming to us, that we've had to let go of relationships, we've had to change environments, we are being asked to get a higher perspective on an overall view of things. And even the younger generation who don't realize or want to look into this happening because it doesn't concern their age group at the moment, you can see how it's affecting them. I feel like they're not taking as much notice of the lower vibrations, and it's not due to them knowing it, it's due to us in the shift. Yeah, I think we're going to see a shift with the youth due to everything that's happening at the moment. Yeah, I think there'll be more of a lighter perspective. Naturally occurring with them, like the light just affecting their shift rather than how we would have grown up going through the 3D, searching, struggling to find our way. Because of the light shift, they're getting more support into their lighter being states. And they are playing their part as well by following their hearts, learning what their intuition is, and us doing that, mainly leading the way in the decades previous to them. So we continue to do that. And so I mainly want to say this because we see this shift occurring, and we need to be reminded that it's a good thing when we go with that flow and let go. And that's mainly it. I mean, I can say exactly what keeps coming to my mind, like my visions and thoughts, that we are letting go of old ways. So it does feel like it pulls on us to take notice of it, but it's not. It's to let it slide away. So if we keep going down certain routes and it feels heavy, notice that it feels heavy. Let it go. Look to lighter ways. Look to new. And feel confident in that new aspect. Felt in new. It can be intimidating because there's a space you feel like you need to fill. But once you take steps into different light avenues, you got to let time for the universe to meet you at that step. Because that's what we've done in 3D. Keep trying to fill, thinking that we need, focus on protection. And this is the way we build. Let's build the money. It doesn't matter about the people. Let's build the popularity. It doesn't matter about groups of people. Let's ignore the better that we could do for everyone to take care of someone or some of us. This imbalance is tipping, and we've got to let it go. And the light is supporting us. And we need to fall in love with that space of the light supporting us, letting go of the heavy. And I just come to you today to say, seriously and really, let go and trust. And I'm not religious, any specific religion. I appreciate the love, connection, higher held values coinciding with universal truths. So I'll always go back to heaven, earth, us, trust. This isn't there for no reason. This is that's your target, people. If you're hanging out in mental worries that feel heavy, let them go. Prayer position perhaps, meditation, walk in nature, creative flow. Get this area to relax, loosen up, receive divine inspiration for higher choices, higher movement, sharing, caring, growing. Okay, so just don't participate thinking this is a way of life, because this is what we're going out of. So if you feel heavy, make some wise choices of head and heart that make you feel better. Plenty of natural medicines, plenty of different choices you can make. Don't keep thinking you have to do the same, because we're letting go of heavy, and this is the space for the flow now. This is what we're being supported and moving towards. So the more we can let go, the more we're assisting the shift, the better it is for us all. So with that, God bless. God is every single one of us. Experiencing ourselves as unique souls. So this video is going to go up on Rumble soon. I'll also post it to YouTube, perhaps Instagram, and on Facebook. But I want to let you know I'm moving across to try Rumble because I don't believe we should be sticking to one popularity source. And I mainly say this because if my account of, I've got 2 accounts on YouTube, and those accounts I can't find. One was created in 2017 and one was created a couple of years ago. Can't remember the specific dates. Anyway, I can't find them now. So Rumble looks pretty good, and as long as they maintain that they don't, advertise things of lower vibration, they're actually onto that, then I'll stay with them as well. But yeah, if we're all on like one source, which has been surprising to me over the years, like everyone's just, and it's not to say that there's nothing wrong with the actual platform, but I mean, what's the story when I've responded to this disappearing and I get no feedback, and how can it just disappear like that? Like, who's running the show if that's the story? So the truth is, like most things, let's not have companies that take over everything and seem to have control over what it is you're doing in any way. Back door, front door, just take a look at the control, because we're not here to be controlled. We're here to treat each other kindly, openly, honestly, and of those kind of values. So, Rumble. Sounds pretty cool. Give it a go. All right. That's all for now, and I'll see you again soon. God bless. Take care. Much love. Grateful for you watching. Bye.